Alright, so because in this video I kind of go on a fanboy infused hype review session, I kind of want to ask the question of the video in the beginning of the video, which is what your thoughts are on Dragon Ball Superhero. If you guys enjoy or like the direction that the superhero is taking the series, and your predictions, yeah, screw it, your predictions on where you guys think the series will go next, with, you know, all the stuff happening in the manga right now and in this movie. And yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, so Dragon Ball Superhero, I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Too long didn't read. I like everyone else, got spoiled, you know, of the movie beforehand. Like, I knew OMG Piccolo was a thing, Beast Gohan was a thing, and Cell Max. But not only did I forget halfway through the movie that they were a thing, I enjoyed it anyway. I enjoyed it so much that I would say that this is the best Dragon Ball movie ever, because I enjoyed it so much. Alright, and I'm going to explain why pretty much. So pretty much, I think that this movie is easy for newcomers to get into, but it's perfect for like veterans as well as just hardcore fans. Like anyone else, if you're not a newcomer, it's perfect for you, and if you're a newcomer, it's super easy. So with the CGI, right, because I know people's going to be like, oh, how's the CGI and whatnot. At first, it's kind of stiff, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, when I say stiff, I mean as in like, it was kind of rigged, how it moved and stuff, but that quickly disappears. Like, so yeah, I think the first fight may have been a bit stiff. After that though, it was so good. Like, I don't know what they did. I guess I went into the movie thinking that, because a lot of people were talking about how, oh, like, this is like they were trying to replicate in a way Into the Spider-Verse. Of course you see it, but not as much as Into the Spider-Verse, because Into the Spider-Verse, that's their main thing. They want to make it look like as much as a comic book as possible. So yeah, I guess I was over expected it to look like Into the Spider-Verse because of how much people said it. So at first I was kind of let down by like, oh, it's not as animated as I would like it. But bro, that quickly disappeared by how good this movie. Bro, okay, visual wise, honestly, this is the best Dragon Ball's looked ever. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, people can say like, oh, it looks like a CGI fest or mess or whatever. Bro, tell me in the final fight, Beast Gohan versus Cell Max, tell me when they done that collision, the Makanko Sapo against Cell Max's thing, tell me that didn't look sick. It looked so sick. No, I will not take anyone can say it doesn't look sick. I don't care. You're wrong. My opinion, I'm not gonna say it's right, but it did not look bad. It looked really good in my opinion. So yeah, but about the fights, right? The fights was 10 out of 10. Honestly, 20 out of 10. Amazing. Literally, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, they were better than Brody's. Like, with this, bro, it was clean. It was so good. Like, so yeah, with the fights, there was smooth, fluid, fast, and just amazing. To be honest, like, they actually were genuinely. Like, the Gohan versus Gamma, I think it was Gamma 1 he fought first, or maybe it was Gamma 2. But bro, this guy does a kick. He does a series of kicks, like, you know, the Yuji Itadori kicks that he does. I think it's called the triple kick. Gohan does that. Bro, it looks so sick. The sound was on point. You can hear the impact of every kick, and it looks so sick. And also, there's certain moments in the fights as well, with Piccolo fighting the Gammas and then Gohan fighting the Gammas. You can hear like a metal clank when they first punch the Gammas, the androids, because, you know, they're androids. They look very metallic. And I quite like that detail. But they don't just do it like once or twice. It's like a constant thing throughout their fight, and it's just really cool. So another thing with their fights, because again, I can't stress enough. I think these fights are the best Dragon Ball has looked ever, or in ages. And it's not just because, oh, it's just crazy action and whatnot. No, there's actually like phases to the fights. Legit, the fights were so sick. They transition within. It's like a fight within a fight. It was sick, bro. Okay, so because I can't stress it enough. Literally, like, there's a scene, literally Piccolo versus Gamma, and the fight transitions on from where they were fighting to like some lower level where rocks are falling and stuff, and they're standing on one another, and then they get separated, and they still keep going. And then Piccolo, it's so sick because Gamma charges at Piccolo. Piccolo says something sick to him and throws the rocks that he was falling on at Gamma, and Gamma has to block them or shoot them or something. He can't shoot them because he just has a gun, and no matter how strong the gun is, it's still a gun, and he can't destroy a Piccolo infused attack. So yeah, it's just really cool. Like because then they start utilizing the environment more, which Dragon Ball doesn't really do that much, because, you know, they're doing like super space battles and stuff. But yeah, all of these little factors, like the transitions or phases and utilizing their environment in their fight. Yeah, this is all just why I think this is literally the best Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, there was okay. So and also I keep looking at my notes because I've written notes about why this movie is good. There was a lot of world building in this movie. If you didn't notice, we start off looking with some random guy. I forgot his name. I wouldn't really pay attention to him. I can't really lie. He's the big bad of this movie. Oh yeah, he's like the son of Red, which again goes back to my first point, which I was saying this is an easy movie for newcomers, but it's perfect for veterans because you know people who would see the name Red would be like, oh my days, you know, from OG Dragon Ball. Commander Red. So yeah, and he's looking for Dr. Gero's grandson. I think his name Hedo or something. But yeah, he's actually a prodigy and he's in love with superheroes, or I don't know, he fanboys around superheroes and stuff. Shout out Gamma 2, bro. Gamma 2 is sick. I love him, man. He was so good in this movie. But yeah, so with the names Dr. Hedo, Dr. Gero, there's just a lot of references in this movie, and it's not even just that. It's like stuff that like, oh, Piccolo used to be Kami, and bro, Piccolo, speaking of Piccolo, this guy goes ham in this movie, bro. I love his relationship with Pan. It's nice and cute, and as well as like it's super cool. Oh my days, I'm just looking at pictures, right? Piccolo, amazing in this movie, bro. Everyone's characters, they were 1000%. They were like perfect. Speaking of characters, bro, let me go to the gods, man. Wiz was funny as usual. Broly's back in the freaking movie, which is super cool. Beerus has good taste, let me just say that, bro. Like there's a scene where like, you know, he looks at like Chi, like, and like, you know, I'm sorry guys, I just have to simp to my degenerate levels real quick. Like, you know, you can like see her like, okay, I'm gonna stop. This is child friendly. We got a picture of Pan up now. Pan was sick, best character in the freaking thing. I don't even care. Bulma, spicy as always. I don't really care, I'm not gonna lie, but like still. Oh yeah, I remember, bro. But people were speculating, like people were like, "Yo, does Chi like have a baby in it?" No, what? But yeah, the world building. There was amazing world building in this. Like Goten and Trunks getting older, Dende still getting older, but he has more knowledge around what he can do with the Dragon Balls, to the extent where like he even eclipses Piccolo and Kami's joint knowledge in that area. But yeah, again, going back to the world building. I don't want to just say it on like a character building thing, because the actual world, it was built quite well. Like there's a scene where we actually go to Pan's preschool. We don't see inside of it or anything, but the fact that we're able to go and see certain like families taking their children, it just makes the world seem a lot more real. But yeah, there's also scenes where like it goes over the city and we see like a bunch of like, you know, just we see like there's a landscape shots of like the city and stuff, and I don't know, it's just little stuff like that helps you know, build the world up a bit more. Anyways, with that all said, I'm gonna end off the video here though, because I'm just talking a bit too much. I really enjoyed the movie, okay, and I think it's the best movie, and I have talked about all my points, which, oh yeah, the music, that's the final thing I want to talk about. The music was great. It's a bit superhero-y, the vibe, but that is what that's the type of emotions that it wants you to have when watching a movie. Like it wants to hype you up in certain scenes. It wants to get you going, get you like, oh yes, come on, let's do this. And like, I don't know, I feel like they just done everything perfectly, to be honest. With all that being said, I do want to end off saying that yeah, reference wise, it was on point. I love the direction the story's going in, and with how much depth and care is going into Dragon Ball now. Also, yeah, no, bro, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, Gohan's thing was amazing. The transformation and like, you know, it being the entire thing being a callback, insane. But yeah, I did notice that, and I feel that even with the long hair, like how it looks, I feel like they even added the long hair just so they could make it replicate, you know, the scene it was trying to replicate, because, you know, in certain shots of the original scene, his hair looked really long. So I feel like that's the reason they tried to do that. They done that, I mean. But yeah, with Orange Piccolo as well, it does look really weird, really bulky. But it looks really cool. The immediate Gamma's immediate reaction to it makes it look really cool. Because immediately I was like, yeah, it looks weird. He has a big chin. It looks bulky. Please stop it. But and then, you know, the immediate reaction and, you know, what happens after that, it just that kind of redeemed itself for me. And I was like, you know what, it is really cool. It literally doesn't move. It's so sick, bro. As for the villain, I can't lie, he did look really menacing on certain scenes. Like the moment where that thing comes out and it's literally the eyes, bro. It's just screaming, and the eyes don't even have pupils. That does look scary. And the background's red, bro. It was amazing. It looked amazing. But yeah, the villain himself, like, yeah, his appearance looked kind of, no, his appearance in that scene looked sick, and his reaction to certain things, I liked how it looked sick. Like that, it truly captured a berserk villain, the image of a berserk villain. But yeah, he didn't really have a proper, like, a personality or anything. And like, he was just a crazy, you know, cell. And besides, he looked ugly, bro. He did look ugly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Maybe I'm gonna rewatch it again. This is after my first watch, so I'm super hyped. I literally stopped watching it like, you know, a couple, like half an hour ago, an hour ago. So I'm still kind of hyped. I won't lie. Perhaps after a couple rewatches, and perhaps even after a sleep, I'll be like, you know what, I didn't really like the movie as much as I thought I did. But what I mean to say throughout this entire, I guess, discussion video is, yeah, I really like the direction the story's going in now. Gohan strongest, Broly stronger than them as well. Frieza, you know, let me not spoil anything more. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna end off the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I making it. Hopefully you enjoyed the movie as well as much as I liked it. It was so sick. And yeah, I guess I want to have a little intro that I'll do in the channel. So always remember to take a sip of water and think before you act next. But take care, guys.